Alright guys, your final perspective assignment can be found under Art 1, Elements of Design, Space, Perspective. And then scroll about halfway down. Go past your name, past the boxes. The final project is to draw shapes and things that open up in one-point perspective and to have things kind of intertwining in and out of them. So there's several examples you can look at. The requirements for this are right here. Please, please, please use a ruler. Keep everything neat. Everything must be in correct perspective. You're going to have 3 geometric shapes that are see-through. I'm going to show you in a second how to open those up. You need to have 3 things or patterns behind the see-through objects. So that would be like this kind of thing right here that's got the pattern going in behind it. 2 things weaving in and out, so that's like the ribbons going in and out. And then 5 more things that are in perspective, but they may not open up. Okay, so you got your blank page. Go ahead and decide where you want your vanishing point to be. I'm going to have this one right here. And I'm going to draw the box. I'm going to do this kind of freehanded just so I can, oh my gosh, maybe not. Let's see. Alright, there's my box. Get it in perspective. So this is just like we did yesterday. You gotta close it off. Go in and erase the stuff that's not necessary. So all this will go away. Alright, release some of that. To open the box up, this is what's new. I'm going to zoom in here. You will draw your flat, I'm going to call this the flat surface here. This one will still be regular. They're just kind of parallel lines to the square rectangle that you already had. Nothing fancy there. That just opened up this so that it would theoretically be see-through. When you do it down here, this is a horizontal line, so that stays horizontal. I'm going to go ahead and do this one horizontal. But then this line this way must go to the vanishing point. It doesn't just run parallel because it actually gets closer. So you would want to kind of draw it extended beyond and then go back and do some erasing. Same with this one. Goes to the vanishing point. And then you would clean up anything that you need to clean up. There's a lot of erasing involved in this, so you probably want to draw lightly as you kind of work your way around and figure out what you want to do. This one, go ahead and draw your vertical lines, and then your lines that are in perspective. I'm going to kind of stop there. Okay, so that should be my floating box. Don't worry about the back of this because we're going to have things going in and out of it. To make something look like it's going in and out, technically, if you have something coming from the space and we draw it, this is just a little shape, it would still be smaller down this way, and as it goes out in space, it would get thicker. So it still has perspective. It's not measured out exactly, but we know that as it gets closer to that vanishing point, it's going to get smaller. So to make something look like a ribbon going in and out, I like to just draw first. I'm just freehanding this so it might get messy. And I'm staying behind my box 100% right now. I'm not going over it. But it's just a random line I'm drawing. And then I could let it go on down this way. To make it look like a ribbon now, I would start with it thinner down this way. And it's slowly going to get a little bit thicker. I'm going to let it stay behind that there. And then I'm going to take my line in front right here. And I would actually erase this stuff. So it looks like this is in front of it. Go back. Start making my ribbon a little bit thicker. It's going to go behind it because this one just went in front. It's going to get really ugly quick. This one would go over top. Actually gonna, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. All right. This one's on top here. And maybe it just ends right there because I guess that's what I did. So that if I want that on top, I will erase the original box. It doesn't matter what the shapes are, what they become, it's just you kind of creating this abstract thing. Your shapes also can be completely random. I could have a shape like this, and I can still draw this in perspective. Inside here, everything is parallel. Oops. And then to put it in perspective, I just bring everything down here from any of those points that I can see. And then if I want to close it off, I could have it shooting out. I don't necessarily have to close these off. That's not a requirement. But I could have this line parallel to close that side off. And this one will be parallel to that. So it can be any kind of shapes that you want to create. And again, you have to have 3 that you open up, 3 patterns going behind those, 2 things weaving in and out, 5 or more things in perspective, and then you're going to shade everything. Make sure you fill the entire page. Let's see. This is a really nice example to look at for a second. They've got something open there that's in perspective. This is open, this is open. Those aren't deep. Then they've got the things going behind them that have the patterns. You've got the ribbons going in and out. It's not as complicated as I made it. And then they've just got 5 things in perspective. That's in perspective, that's in perspective, that is, that is, that is, that is. And then they did a couple little random things that they haven't put in perspective, but they're kind of adding to just the design elements. So this would be a completely perfect final project to turn in. You don't have to color it with Sharpie necessarily. That's going to be up to you. And you're also going to have a choice with the paper that you use. You can use a big sheet, or you can use the small 8.5 by 11 Bristol board, which is a little bit thicker. All right, good luck.